welcome to Yoga with Annie. Today's practice is for older people dealing with creaky wrists. It will require little to no weight bearing poses for the wrists and hands, and I'll also show you the modifications for all those popular poses that require weight bearing on your hands and wrists. This is a great opportunity to stretch and strengthen the lower body and also working on our balance. You don't need any props for this practice, and we will start today's class by lying on our backs. As we lay down on our backs, we bring our knees to our chest, holding onto it as if you would give yourself a hug. And just start to connect with your breath. Inhale and exhale. This posture is known for calming the mind and help to relax the body. Also eases tension in the lower back. And inhale, as we exhale, lifting our right leg straight up. Flex your foot, kick the heel to the ceiling. Then point your toes and flex, point, flex. Do a bit of ankle rolls. Then the other way around. And inhale. And with your exhale, bring your legs straight down. Inhale and exhale. Bring your leg back to your chest. Okay, inhale. As we exhale, bring your left leg straight up. Flex your foot, then point the toes. Flex, point, flex. Do a bit of ankle rolls. Then the other way around. And inhale. And with our exhale, bring your legs straight down. Inhale and exhale, bring your leg back to your chest. So we put the soles of our feet on the ground. Extend our arms to shoulder level, or you can bring it down a bit. The palms are facing up. And we move our hips a little bit to the left side, and this is an important step because it sets your hips up to stack one on top of the other when you move into the twist. And now let both knees drop to the right side into a spinal lying twist. Your collarbones are facing up. Inhale and exhale. Do not force your knees to the floor. If reaching the floor does not feel accessible, bring your knees only as much as you can comfortably. So inhale and exhale as we lift the knees back up. And now we will be switching sides, so we move our hips a little bit to the right side and dropping our knees to the left side. And we can just stay here for a couple of breaths. So inhale and exhale. Now you can bring your right hand over, lying onto your side. We are going to come up onto our knees. So lifting your left hand but staying on your elbow. You can press on your fingertips or make a fist. Anyone you feel comfortable with. Now, as we are going to push up, you're going to push into your elbow and roll on the outside of your left arm into our kneeling position. Now, you can step one leg forward and you can place your elbow to assist you in coming up, pressing into your leg. And we are standing up into our mountain pose. In mountain pose, our feet are together facing forward. Our weight are evenly distributed. Don't lock your knees. Tuck in your tummy, pinch that walnut between your buttocks, or as they would say, pull your pubis towards your navel. Roll your shoulders down, and let's just find the flow of our breath again. Just inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now as we inhale, arms rise above us. Our palms are facing one another. Just turning. So inhale and exhale, fold all the way down, and you can bend your knees, just don't lock it. Now inhale, bring your hands up to your shins into a halfway lift. Pull your belly in towards your spine and do not put any pressure on your lower back. Keep your neck nice and long and your gaze is down at the floor, not forward. Inhale and exhale, release your hands down. Inhale as we start to slowly roll up. Extending, exhale, lifting our arms up. Inhale and exhale, bringing your hands back into mountain pose. You can widen your legs hip distance apart. From here, we will be stepping our right leg forward into a crescent pose or a high lunge. We will be tucking our toes under and lifting our heel. Our feet are hip distance apart, so adjust your stance so that you feel stable and grounded. Bend your front knee so your ankle and knee are in line. Be careful that your knee is not falling in. Push it to your little toe. Bring your hands on your hips and just align your hips with the front edges of the mat. Don't tip your pelvis forward as it compresses the lower back. Pinch that walnut. Keep your back leg straight. Now inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, opening your arms into a cactus shape. Inhale, arms are lifting up. Now as we're going to exhale, we will be tilting 45 degrees forward and exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lower your arms. We are going to do this again, but with a challenge in between. So inhale, lift your arms up. Now you can open your arms like the previous time on exhale. Or exhale, bend your left knee to the ground, opening your arms into a cactus shape. And inhale, lifting your knee off the ground, arms lifting up. And exhale, tilting forward. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, lower your arms. And bring your left leg forward, back into mountain pose. Sure, now the same, just on the other side. So again, make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Now we are going to step our left leg forward. Our feet are hip distance apart. So adjust your stance so that you feel stable and grounded. Bend your front knee in line with your ankle. Align your hips with the front edge of the mat. So don't tip the pelvis forward. Remember to pinch everything. Now, inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, opening into your cactus shape. Inhale, arms lifting up. And exhale, tilting 45 degrees forward. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lowering down the hands. So we go again. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Now you can open your arms like the previous time, or exhale, bend your right knee down to the ground, opening your arms into a cactus shape. And inhale, lifting your knee off the ground, arms lifting up. And exhale, tilting forward. And inhale, coming back up. Exhale, arms down. Now you can bring your right leg forward into mountain pose. Inhale, lifting our arms up. Exhale, folding down. You can bend your knees here. Inhale, put your arms to your shins. Gaze forward, tuck your tummy in. Exhale, folding forward again. Inhale as you start to slowly roll up. Exhale, lifting your arms up. Inhale and exhale, arms coming down, back into mountain pose. From here, let's widen our legs so that both toes are pointing out in a 45-degree angle. And then bend into your knees, into your goddess pose. As you squeeze those knees open, you really need to work into your glutes here. And go ahead and reach up your arms high above your head. And exhale, sink down a little lower. Inhale, big circle with your arms. Exhale, draw that in. Last one, inhale and exhale. You can push into your feet to come up all the way. Now turn your right front toe so that it is pointing towards the top of the mat, and your back foot should be parallel to the back of your mat. Bend into your front right knee, going into warrior two, opening up through your arms. Shoulders and wrists in line, palms are facing down, and as you bend into the front knee, think of squeezing it open towards that little toe. Deep opening in our hips here. Now we will reverse our warrior by dropping your left hand to your thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over. Big side body stretch. Inhale and exhale, back to warrior two. We're going into an extended side angle pose. So first, a modification for this pose, as to not put pressure on our wrist, is by putting our right arm to our knee, keeping our chest open. Inhale, and as we exhale, lifting our left arm up, making sure our shoulders is aligned. The full pose is where you place your hand on the inside of the foot, on the mat. So inhale, as we exhale, back to warrior two. You can push into your feet, come all the way up. Now same sequence, just on the other side. Now turn your left toe so that it is pointing towards the top of the mat, and your back foot should be parallel to the back of your mat. Bend into your front left knee, opening through up your arms. Shoulder and wrist in line, palms are facing down. Now we will be reversing our warrior by dropping our right hand to your thigh. Inhale, reach that left arm up and over. And exhale, back to warrior two. Now going into an extended side angle pose by putting our left arm to our knee. Spin your heart open towards the sky. And inhale, lifting your arm up, making your shoulders is aligned. And you can feel that long line of energy from the back to your feet to your fingertips. So inhale, and as we exhale, back to warrior two. Pushing into your feet, come all the way up, back into our mountain pose. I'm just going to turn. So as we inhale, arms rise above us. Exhale, falling down. You can bend your knees. Inhale, hands to your shins, into a halfway lift. Tuck the tummy in. And exhale, down to the floor again. And inhale, coming up. Exhale, arms up. Inhale and exhale, back into our mountain pose. We're going now into one of my favorite poses, the tree pose. So you can open your feet a little bit, and we're going to start by leaning on your left leg and lift your right knee up. Go ahead and open up to the side, and then make your way to tree pose. So you're going to place that foot somewhere along the inside of that leg, above or below the knee. So try and push and squeeze everything together. Squeeze that walnut and see if you can make yourself a little bit taller. And once you feel like you have some balance, you can inhale, extend your arms, and exhale, bring your hands back down, and then carefully release, and we'll go and switch sides. Lean on your right leg and lift your left knee up. Open up to the side and then make your way to your tree pose. Try and push and squeeze everything together, lifting up and tall. When you feel like you have some balance, you can inhale, extend your arms, and if you're brave, you can go up all the way. And exhale, bring your hands down and carefully release back into our mountain pose. I'm just going to turn that you can see me from the side. So let's inhale, lift our arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, hands to your shins into a halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands down. From here, you can just let your fingertips touch the ground and can definitely bend your knees, as we will be placing one knee down, then the other, coming into our kneeling position. Our toes are pointing back and we bring our buttocks to our heels, going into our child's pose, and just reconnect with your breath again. We're going into our poppy stretch. So inhale, lift our hips up, sliding our hands forward until our hips and knees are in line. And exhale, keeping our elbows down, our forehead down towards the floor. Tuck your tummy in, getting a big stretch for your upper back. So inhale, and as we exhale, we will slide onto our belly for the Sphinx pose. Your forearms are grounded on the floor, and as you inhale, lift up, roll your shoulders back, and exhale, coming down. One more time, inhale, coming up. Roll the shoulders back and exhale, lower down. So the only difference between the Cobra and Sphinx pose is that the Cobra pose, the bend is throughout the lower back, and with the Sphinx pose, the bend is in the upper thoracic part. So if you have lower back problems, the Sphinx pose is definitely the one you want to do. So let's just go again. And inhale, coming up, roll the shoulders back, and exhale, coming down. And here you can just relax for a while. I want to show you our next pose before you continue. So usually from here we would go into downward dog. But this is a lot of pressure on your hands and wrists. So there are a couple of modifications for downward dog. One is child's pose, as you are familiar with. Or the more challenging one, dolphin pose. But we won't be doing that one today. So for now, from our Sphinx pose, we can push onto our elbows up, pushing our hips back into our child's pose. You can stretch your arms forward. You can turn around so that your palms are facing up. Just a nice shoulder release. So the difference between downward dog, dolphin and child's pose is that dolphin and child's pose takes the weight out of your hands and wrists and allows you to focus on extending your spine from your hips towards your shoulders. So as we are starting to cool down now, from here we are coming up into our Euro pose. From here we bring our legs forward into our butterfly pose. So we're putting the soles of our feet together, straightening our back, roll the shoulders down. You can, if you want to, place your hands behind you on your fingertips. That will help to extend the spine. Just don't bring your shoulders up. And we're going to inhale, lift our arms up, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. So closing our legs, from here we lay down onto our backs. Keep your knees bent so that your feet are flat to the floor and your feet should be about hip distance apart. And you want to have your heels pretty close in towards your glutes. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Your palms are facing up to the sky. We are going to inhale, and as we exhale, squeeze our glutes, power up through your thighs, and see if you can push to lift your hips off the floor. So you're lifting and pushing your hips up as high as you can go without letting your knees open up to the sides. So really keep your knees stacked over the top of your ankles. This is your bridge pose. See if you can squeeze a little bit more and lift a little bit higher. There should be no tension in your neck. So inhale and exhale, slowly coming back to your mat until your hips are back to the floor. We're going into our lying spinal twist again, like we did in the beginning of the class. And I especially did put it in the beginning of our class so that you can feel the difference now as to what you felt in the beginning of the class. So, but for now, put your arms out to the side into a cactus shape. Move your hips a little bit over to the right side and let both knees and thighs drop to the left side. Remember, collarbones are facing up. So inhale and exhale, lifting the knees back up, and we will switch the sides. So move your hips a little bit over to the left side of your mat. Let both knees drop down to the right side. Inhale and exhale, lift all the way back up. Now for Savasana, our final resting pose. So go ahead and extend out long with your legs and with your arms. Give yourself lots of space to get comfortable and settle here. Give your body the opportunity to really process all of this good hard work that you have done. So give yourself permission to linger here, to connect to your breath and to notice how your body feels now, as opposed to when you first stepped onto your mat. And I know it might be tempting, especially at home, to exit the video at this point and stop your practice. But I really encourage you to stay here. Really let yourself enjoy the time of rest and relaxation. And we can roll onto our side and come up the same way we did in the beginning, by staying on our elbow. Now, as we are going to push up, you are going to push into your elbow and roll onto the outside of your arm as your other hand assists in pushing you up. And you can come into a seating position. And bring your hands together at the front of your heart. Showing yourself gratitude, really recognizing and honor all of the hard work you have done. So one more time, big breath in and exhale. Namaste everyone, and thank you so much. And please remember to subscribe to my channel.